Howdy ho there, friends and neighbors. Bobby here today. Hey folks, today we done a little bit of painting, automotive painting, okay, with our spray gun. And I want to take the time to make a quick little video on how to clean up your paint gun, okay? So everything's nice and clean, ready to go next time when you go to paint. Okay, so we actually have some paint left over here today. I'm very sad about that, because I wish I had something else I could paint. This stuff is so expensive. Well, I'm gonna take a container, just an old coffee can, and I'll collect stuff like paints and things like that in here until I go to the dump or the recycle center and give it to the people at the recycle center, and they can dispose of it properly, okay? So any type of old paint, this is catalyzed paint, so it's actually gonna kick on its own and harden up. But we're gonna go ahead and put our cleanup reducer in here as well. And we will take that, like I said, to the recycle center next time we go. Now, as you can look inside our paint gun there, it looks pretty nasty, don't it? It sure does. So what we have here, bring the camera over here and show the good people. We have a can of lacquer thinner, which is just your cheapest version of lacquer thinner, just for cleanup purposes. And what we're gonna do is go ahead and just pour 3 or 4 ounces in our cup right there, put our lid on, and we're just gonna kind of shake it up, okay? We're gonna shake that up inside our paint gun here, and we're gonna go ahead and pull the trigger with no air attached, okay? We're gonna go ahead and pull the trigger. Notice we got paint running out. Now all of a sudden you notice it started getting like a stronger stream, okay? That means the thinner is actually coming through now. So we're gonna let some of this thinner run through the paint gun as well. And now we're just gonna keep shaking it up here a little bit. And let's pull it off here. As you can see, it's pretty much got a lot of that already kind of knocked out of the way. So let's go ahead and pour out the excess. As you can see, that's very dirty looking, okay? It's still about as black as the paint was, all right? So let me pour a little bit more thinner in here, fresh thinner. 2 or 3 ounces is all you need at a time. We're gonna clean this gun up with the minimal amount of thinner as possible is what we're gonna do. And we're gonna get this gun nice and clean, okay? Same thing. Notice I kind of flipped it up because I wanted to get a little bit up here on my lid here as well. As we're going around, get a little bit up here on our lid as well. And we're gonna go ahead and pull the trigger and let it run out of there. Look how it's already running nice and clean, okay? It's a lot cleaner than it was that first time, right? So we're gonna go ahead and let that keep on running through there until that looks really good. And pull our lid off and see how much we got here. Now, if you'll look inside here, bring the camera over here, you can see it's still discolored, okay? So we still ain't done yet. I want clear lacquer thinner running through this gun before I'm done, and I don't want to see any speck of black paint. Next time I use this gun, I don't want to see any residue of the color that I put in it beforehand, okay? And if you keep doing that, you'll always have a nice clean gun that looks like brand new for the rest of its life. Okay guys, I'm gonna take a little bit of that lacquer thinner and put it on a clean cloth rag here, or paper towel. I'm gonna start going around this thing and just wiping off any excess here that's on the gun. On the top, I'm gonna pull the lid off. I'm gonna lean the gun over just a little bit like so. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe as much of any kind of bulk that's on here off of here, okay? And then I'm gonna take this rag, and up around this lip, you can see that there's still some paint left on there, okay? So we're gonna wipe off any of that. So right now, this gun looks pretty clean, okay? But it still ain't clean enough for me. We're gonna go around and wipe and wipe. Okay, this still is not clean enough for my standards. Until we get clear fluid running through, it won't be. So now let's go ahead and put some more fluid in, 2 to 3 ounces, okay? And I'm gonna squirt a little bit more out on my rag here, okay? That's another thing you can do, just squirt some on your rag. if you need a little bit more for cleaning up purposes. Let me lean this right there where it don't fall over. And I want to wipe this off a little bit more. I'll wipe this lid off a little bit more here. It looks like I need to wipe my hand off too, because I think what I'm doing is I'm actually putting paint back on the gun from my dirty hand. So let's go ahead and wipe this a little bit more. Okay, now we got fluid in. Look at there, it's looking pretty clean, right? Shake it up a little bit. And we're gonna let it come right on out one more time. Now this time we're gonna do something different. I'm gonna take this, can't remember what you call this piece here, but we're gonna pull it totally off. We wanna check inside, see if we've seen paint residue in there. Some guns will actually get kind of clogged up in there with paint, and you wanna clean anything that might be in this area here as well. Point the camera right here, Nathaniel. Anything that would get up in here, you would want to clean as well. And look at here, with a little bit of reducer in there, you can use that to clean off any paint residue that you might have on this nozzle. Nozzle, that's the word I was looking for. So we'll make sure this is nice and clean, okay? And if you paint a lot, we only painted a set of wheels today, but if we'd have painted a whole car, we probably would have got a lot of buildup catching up on this nozzle that would have to be cleaned off. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna look at this fluid again. Let's wet up our rag again while we got a chance. Wipe off any excess that might be on here. And guys, this is looking like a nice clean gun, okay? Let's look inside here one more time. Now look at our fluid, guys. That looks nice, okay? That's looking real good. Now what I am gonna do is I'm gonna take the cleanest side of my rag. And I would go grab a fresh rag, but actually, I used my last one and we'd have to go inside to do that. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that fluid. I'm just gonna wipe really good inside here, okay? Just one good little wiping inside there. Just like so. As you can see, the fluid's a little bit discolored, okay? So we'll run it on through. And we're gonna get 2 or 3 more ounces, and that should be our last little time we need to do that today. Then I'll show you what we do to finish off. So 2 or 3 more ounces, not even that much probably. Okay, we'll go and put our lid on because I know I'm done here. We'll rinse this thing here one more time. I'll shake it up one more time, although I don't think I need to. The nozzle's nice and clean. We can go ahead and screw it back on. Make sure you don't cross thread it. Okay. And let's take a trip out here where our air hose is, okay? Let's head on out. Okay guys, with the air pressure hooked back up, we're just gonna go ahead and blow a little bit of air through here to finish blowing that last little bit of thinner through here. And now we're totally done with thinner now. Bring it up a little closer here so you can see. As you see, it's nice and clean inside there. There's no thinner. And we're also making sure we run and dry the gun out, okay? We don't want to leave thinner inside the gun. We want to go ahead and blow everything out good. Matter of fact, we'll pull the nozzle here right back off again too. Make sure we blow everything out from inside here. And guys, that's about all you really need to do to clean a paint gun, okay? That's all I've ever done, and my paint guns have worked good for me for several years. Now, one more thing I may do is grab a clean paper towel from inside, and I might wipe inside the cup one more time, but really ain't even necessary. Bring the camera back up here. Guys, I want to thank you for stopping by today and checking out our little video on how to clean your paint gun. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Take care.